What's up, guys? We're here. First week. Fuck yeah. We didn't do our Power Rankings episode because we were tired and busy, but we are doing it now. And we have our first guest of the regular season. Hi, Jordan.
Hello, how are we?
Hello,
Doing
pleasure
well.
to have you, sir.
Thanks for having me. I figured I ducked on you guys so much last season that might as well start this season off with week one. So glad I could be here.
I think it is good that we started with you, and it's a good thing that we did it today because you get a chance to just talk about how happy you are about the Bills winning, I assume.
That was the one of the crazier games of footballs I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. Like the range of emotions that like went through me, like should be studied. From like the lows of the lows to the highs of the highs. Quite a great feeling day. It's been today as well.
I watched that game on an iPad, and not my iPad. I was at a bar last night doing blues dancing because a friend wanted to go try blues dancing. And after doing a lesson, I was sitting at the bar with the Guinness and saw the doorman watching the game on an iPad and just asked him what the score was. And he just turned it around and sat at the bar with me. And we talked about football watching on an iPad.
Where's blues dancing in Boston?
The Burren, turns out.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
over in
yeah.
Somerville.
It's like an Irish pub.
Hence the
This is
Guinness.
blues dancing.
Yeah.
That's fair. They have a good Guinness there.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. But I do kind of wish I was watching the game on a nice TV rather than the iPad because it was one to watch.
It was one of those ones where it's like it was third quarter. We're looking like dog shit the whole time, and DeAndre Hopkins grabs that crazy one-hander like between all of our secondary, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to bed. Like I took a shower, I was super
Yeah,
angry, I took off my jersey, and then Kat comes into the bedroom. She goes, "You gotta get out here. It's nuts." And I was like, and I come walking back in, and then I'm just like maybe sitting 2 feet in front of like the TV like the rest of the day.
yeah. Dude, absolutely insane game. Especially, and it's great having those two teams duking it out, having the Chiefs lose, and then come playoff time, they're both going to lose to Patrick Mahomes, and we're all going to be pissed. But you know what?
No,
Maybe not.
Not this
not
year.
this,
Not
not
this
this
year.
year.
This
This
year,
year
I
feels different. I don't know.
I think this year they'll be saved. The Chiefs might just not make the playoffs. The Chargers might just be good enough to beat them down.
Justin Herbert looked really good this week. That whole team looks crazy.
Yeah, yeah. After like an off season of them saying, of everyone being like, yeah, it's gonna be run first offense, just fucking slinging.
Right.
Like,
Keenan Allen didn't look a million years old yesterday on Sunday. Lad's
yeah,
looking good. Turns out Madison Beer did good things to that man.
yeah, dude. Quentin Johnston was the second highest scoring receiver, I think. Like Quentin fucking
And
Johnston with 2 touchdowns.
I guess after like 3 seasons, he just figured out how to play football. All of a sudden,
that's usually how it works. It's like on like Sleeper, he's like the number one like trending up player, like 3 million or something like insane like that right now.
Yeah, of course, because I think he might keep doing it. I think it will just be touchdowns, but I think they're going to keep looking to him in the touchdown zone.
That's fine.
And yeah, meanwhile, imagine AJ Brown getting a catch. What? Who?
Right.
One catch, 8 yards, super cool. Jamar Chase got
That uh
almost nothing.
that whole game looked weird as well. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. The whole like week one football just like looked weird. All granted as well, this was my first week ever watching on Red Zone. Um, Figured give it
oh
a
yeah,
try. There wasn't like a single game Sunday 1 o'clock that I wanted to like really tune into. Um, I don't know if a lot of people can kind of pay attention to what's happening at Red Zone, but it's so overwhelming for me because like I can't pay attention to like what's
yeah,
happening. It was too much. My like pea little brain like couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I am a degenerate that has the 4 box of the 3 games and then red zone, and I'm just like, all right, oh, this game is anything interesting, but then the second that play is down, I'm back to red zone trying to see what's happening. The
There's a
two
lot.
games that I was paying attention, aside from the Patriots, I was watching the Browns because go Browns. I was watching the Jets just because I believed in Brees Hall and wanted to see him succeed. And dude, Brees Hall did great. Love the guy. Tyler, you have him in this league. Jealous of it.
Go Brees Hall. Great,
Yeah.
great week for my running backs. Brees Hall, great week. Christian McCaffrey, upgraded from questionable to healthy, has a great game. We love to see that. How
Dude,
long
the
will it
49
last? Nobody knows.
Is there like a point where we can say like the 49ers is a cursed organization? Like
Yeah,
Brock Purdy now out multi weeks. George Kittle out now multi weeks. Christian McCaffrey out multi weeks. Brandon Ayuk out multi weeks. Like these guys got like massive deals, and like now they're just like can't play anymore.
yeah. I mean their running back room has always been cursed. Where it's like, yeah, you could have Christian McCaffrey's backup, but you probably also want the backup's backup to be safe because that's how it ends up. And yeah, Kittle's out multiple weeks with the hamstring injury now. I saw that Purdy has something going on in his shoulder. Dude, I don't know. There's something like going on with that field. I know it's
Is
bad.
is is Trey Lance still their backup?
No.
Where's he is?
Oh, I
Trey
know where
Lance
he is. Where is
is
he?
a Charger, I believe.
Yeah, Trey Lance is on the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
Trey Lance is a
Yeah.
Charger. Yeah, get it ready. Once Herbert goes down, it's Trey Lance's time.
This man
I
was
would be
cursed to
shocked if
never
he's the
start like
primary
a full
backup.
football game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. How Patriots looked like something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched the
honestly,
Patriots game. It was great.
yeah. Well, it was a game.
There
You
was a
know,
lot of potential on that field, let me tell you.
I had a
ooh,
lot of people texting me saying that they should give Mac Hollins back to the Bills. Apparently, he was dropping a lot of catches for you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We got a lot of other receivers.
Yeah.
I don't know why we felt the need to add Mac Hollins, honestly, but I kind of
I
liked him until
I like
he
him.
dropped like three
I,
passes.
yeah, throwing darts all over the place for any wide receiver that could potentially become something. I understand that, but it did not work super well. Our run defense was good. It kept Genty locked up. Maybe he's just bad. Who knows? Boise
And
State and all that.
secondary's missing Christian Gonzalez right now, so
Yeah.
that's a key piece
So
missing.
Bowers was a problem, but
He's a problem for everybody.
yeah, that was gonna happen. Overall, I'm fine with it. It's really not a very interesting game to talk about because it was just such a it was just meh. Just like, yeah, they played their
First half
best.
was a lot better than the second half. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but the first drive was bad. The Raiders
Oh,
just teared through.
You guys got
yeah.
a easy win next week though. You're playing the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, that'll be a nice reset game because, dude, I don't know how.
Patriots
I
are
don't know what
underdogs
is
in that
going on with
game.
the Dolphins. Not they can't still be underdogs.
Patriots are
No
underdogs in that
way.
game. I think they're like plus 125, something like that.
I am okay. I'm putting money on that right now because Tua looked fucking awful. Like,
Yeah, but so did the
Yeah,
Patriots
Patriots
secondary.
1.5. Plus one and a
dude,
half for the Patriots next week.
plus 1.5.
That's
Dude,
I didn't realize that Tyreek Hill wasn't a captain this year. Like his
yeah,
first year, like being like in the NFL, like not like obviously past this like rookie year where he's like not like be like a captain.
yeah, and I
I
can
didn't
see
know that
why.
either.
Yeah, but the vibes are bad.
Yeah, because he wants to get out of that team.
Yeah,
Right, I mean, he
and
like destroyed like the
He
organization in the
actively has talked
offseason,
about how
but
bad he wants to get traded.
like how horrible Tua was as quarterback, and like I hate Mike McDaniels, and then like no one wanted him, they didn't want to trade him. He was like, "Ah, my bad, guys. Like, didn't mean it. Totally my bad."
hey, sorry, it's fine. Hey, we're good though, right, dude? Terrible, terrible vibes. And in another league, Tyreek Hill is my wide R1, and that's bad. It's really bad.
That's your wide R1?
Dude, it was a bad draft. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh man, dude, that's a real bad wide R1.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's
It's
all
fine. As
right.
long as
Fine.
Justin Jefferson sucks, I still win.
Go
All right.
Justin
Both my
Jefferson.
starting wide receivers in our league put up a combined total of 10 points.
Yeah, that was a trend this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was a weird week one, I feel
weird
like.
week. Yeah, Justin Fields
Strange things
popped off.
happen.
Actually, on my team in this league, every single player underperformed except for Justin Fields. The only person that reached or overperformed on of my starters was Justin Fields.
Uh, Derrick Henry for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That man is insane. He is 31.
He's like a monster.
He's
Such
like
like a huge monster. Like he's like throwing
insane.
like the Bills players all over the field.
Yeah,
I feel like every single time he plays the Bills, like a new highlight gets added to like his like stiff arm highlights of
yeah.
just like grabbing a full grown man and smashing his head into the ground. It was like Cole
It,
Bishop this time, I think it was.
dude, he's so fun to watch.
I love Derrick
He's
Henry.
so fun to
He's a beast.
watch.
Top ten running back of all time, no question.
I
Oh,
back that.
easily.
Except for that one season he had like 2 seasons ago where he was like kind of terrible. Other than
Dude,
that,
it's mixed in with all the greats. I don't see it. I don't remember it. That's
right?
what people are going to be saying about Brees Hall. Except for that one season, he was like kind of awful.
The Jets entirely are pretty awful. Their own line's garbage.
Yeah, the Jets suck, but hey,
Yeah,
they really almost beat the Steelers.
that was a fun game. I
Yeah,
watched most of that game as well. Again, although
I
like
caught the end of it.
my mind was everywhere with red zone and I couldn't pay attention. The Steelers game was on for most of it.
yeah.
Um,
It's the
it
only
was pretty
game that hit
crazy.
the over, except
Yeah.
until the Ravens Bills game. Dude, they were fucking
Uh,
slinging it.
Aaron Rodgers looked not terrible this year to start off.
Yeah, yeah. He
Aaron Rodgers kind of balled.
You don't want to root for him, but he did kind of ball.
He kind
And
of is still a piece of shit though.
he do be. But it was wild having two teams that you expected, oh, they're off pretty mediocre, but the defenses are where they're really going to shine. And then just absolute offensive match. But yeah, no. A lot of surprising stuff. And you know what? That's probably enough of our general news and notes for people, but add in my trivia question for the day,
Oh, let's go. I'm
which
ready.
it's quite simple. Uh,
Wait, really quickly, Tyler, add in a graphic of trivia with Josh, and there's fireworks everywhere, and it's a picture of all three of our faces like hanging out, like having a good time, and like we're like clinking beers together. There's like a sunset setting behind us with like a unicorn flying across the screen.
Note for the
Bingo.
editor.
I
Do
got that, dude. No problem. Easy.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Please write a jingle as well if you don't mind.
Yeah, create a lo-fi jingle for that as well.
All right. And action. That just played. All right. Trivia time with Josh. All right. But this was a pretty good rookie tight end draft this year. And two rookie tight ends broke the record for most receptions in their debut. So, trivia question. It's a two-parter. Who were the two that did it? And who held it last?
Well, the two who did it were Fenn and Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to love him. Love Harold Fannin. Best late round flyer so far.
So the record is
I don't know
7
any of
now.
the rookies.
So what was it before? 6?
Yeah. But Jordan, what did you say?
I don't know any of the rookie tight ends this year, if I'm being honest. So,
Well, let me tell you
um,
about him. We have Tyler Warren. What a guy. He can do it all. And he did do it all on the Colts against the Dolphins, who suck. Uh, After that, we have Colston Loveland, who's playing right now, and a collection of other Mason Taylor on the Jets, Elijah Arroyo on the Seahawks, and my boy Harold Fannin on the Browns, who played for Bowling Green's small little college, but he was productive as hell, and he produced in the game against the Bengals, getting Njoku out of the receiving game, and yeah, got 9 targets from Joe Flacco, which was sick. Anyway, who had the record beforehand?
I'm just gonna start firing off guesses. Give me Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers does have 6 receptions. He's one of them.
All right, love that. Give me Kyle Pitts.
so was it recent?
No, not Kyle Pitts. And
Was it a recent tight end?
it's a tight end that is currently playing. I'll say that.
Like starting or playing?
Starting. Like he
Okay.
considered a good tight end.
Sam Laporta.
No. At least I'm pretty
George
sure.
Kittle.
Mark Andrews.
No. No.
Travis Kelce. No, it's not Travis Kelce.
All right.
not
Maybe
Travis.
it's enough guessing. Tell you what, he's playing right now.
Oh, fan? Is he still on the Browns? Oh fuck, no, he's not on the Browns.
Also,
no, but the Browns aren't playing right now. Is it
No, I
TJ?
mean he's
Oh,
playing
I was saying the
right
Bears.
now.
Wait, no, he's on the Bears. He's on the Bears. Sorry.
Is it
Yeah.
TJ Hawkinson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
TJ Hawkinson. Dude, TJ Hawkinson had over 100 debut with 6 receptions.
Dang.
He kind of popped off. That was with the Lions at the time.
Is it just the two of them,
But
or
yeah.
are there others?
To be honest, I didn't dig further, but I think in recent history, it's just those two.
Here's
I'm gonna say I
The
kind
thing
of got
with
that
your-
right.
it's kind of got glanced over in the group chat last
Yeah.
week, 2 weeks ago. Your 40-yard dash combine trivia question,
Oh yeah,
the answer was wrong.
you were wrong.
Pretty wrong. Matthew Golden, while having a really good 40-yard dash, came in second place to Maxwell Harrison by 0.01 seconds.
Right, that we did gloss over that.
Yep.
And you know what? I would have been fine if we left it in the past.
Oh, Josh, it's
Picture
fine.
this.
Don't worry. I'm gonna cut this whole part out.
Yeah.
Keep it in. Picture this.
Censorship. Censorship.
Edit my background. I'm in the office right now, typing away, listening to the pod, and all I hear is Matthew Golden is the fastest 40-yard dash. Me. What?
Because you just knew that off the top
Brought
of
that
your
in.
head.
Sure. And then it cuts to Jordan running a 40-yard dash to his computer to do research to figure out who actually has the fastest 40-yard dash.
Hearing point. No, I knew it was Maxwell Harrison, 4.98, because he got drafted by the Buffalo Bills because we were looking for speed in the combine this year.
Well,
That's the only reason why I knew that fact.
Jordan Dempsey, what if you had to run a 40 right now? What are you running?
I would think a 4.97. I won't be pretty modest, but that's probably how fast that would go.
I think
I have
4.9
no
sounds
idea.
pretty good actually for a non-professional.
Well, if you let me
athlete.
if you let me
What-
stretch, maybe a little faster. But
what was Tom Brady's 40? Probably that.
Nah, his was like a 5.4.
Yeah. It was 5.17. I could do a 5.17.
You
Yeah.
absolutely could. You know what? I believe in you. Never mind. I believe.
I could do a
Fun
5:17.
fact,
I believe
I used
myself.
to run the 50-yard dash back in high school.
Well, how fast did you do that?
Wow.
Give me 1 second as I look up my statistics. It was actually the
Well,
55-meter dash.
so
I ran it
not
at
a
six.
50.
Nope, it was a 6.92.
A 6.92. Okay, so that's a 60-yard dash in a 6.92. Actually, that would be a 4.6.
You're rounding, but so 4.58 actually. If I'm
Okay.
doing the math correctly.
All right, I did head math.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna allow
But
myself to be the .02 off.
so again, I've aged like fine wine, and I'm not what I used to be, but probably
Probably
like
4.61.
probably 4.61. Yeah, you're about
Yeah.
spot on math there.
Yeah.
Tyler, what about you?
Where's your 40 time at? What do you think?
First of all, Jordan, I think you're running about a 5.2. Josh, I think you're running about a 5.9, maybe a 6.0. I'm probably gonna clock in around a cool 6.8, maybe 7.0.
I
I've seen you run before. You're not that slow.
I feel like you're
I'm just
overestimating how difficult this would be.
I'm just
I like
I'm
let's
looking at the statistics I brought up about average male 40-yard dash times. I think
let's
What
Jordan's gonna
is
be a
it?
little.
What?
I think Jordan's gonna be a little bit above the average. I think Josh is gonna be kind of right on the average, and I think I'm gonna be ever so slightly behind the average.
Oh, you think I am an average specimen when
No,
it
no,
comes
no,
to
no,
ability to run? Like
no.
if you took
Because I
everyone,
have
all of America.
average Josh, average fit male.
Oh,
Don't
the
worry,
average
don't
fit
worry. I'm
male.
Wow.
classifying you as an average fit
Oh,
male. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
All
Glad to get
right.
that off
Well,
my
we'll see.
chest.
We'll see. You know what? I might
Don't
just go
worry.
running a 40.
We'll report
Can
back
we
next
decide
week. All
draft
right.
order? Can we decide draft order next year as not who places, but based on 40-yard times?
I would love to do that. If the rest of the league agreed, then yeah, I think so. I think that
I
would be
think
awesome.
everyone's
Yeah.
for
Speaking
it.
of which, the actual best new part thing I want to talk about is the blood, sweat, beer instituted.
Oh
I'm
yes.
sure everyone that listens to this is going to already know. Well, that's not true. But Gabe being our first goose is a beautiful thing, and Gabe is going to have to decide between the shotgun. I'm not even sure he knows about this, which makes it very funny
We're
to me
gonna
that he's going
find
to be getting
out.
a text just like, "Hey, dude, listen."
Listen, you owe us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot
Uh,
peppers. Well, how hot is the pepper? Have we figured that out yet?
we haven't standardized it yet,
I
so I
think
think
it's
it's
got to be
going
at
to
least
be.
habanero.
I was gonna say habanero, right?
I actually, yeah, I think a habanero is about right.
I feel like that's like the hottest you can find at like a local grocery store without like having like to search for like a hot pepper.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Also, like I feel like jalapeno is not good enough. I feel like a jalapeno doesn't equal 100 push-ups.
Well, none of us scored
100
enough to
push-ups
make
is
it
a lot
100
of
push-ups this
push-ups.
week anyway.
A lot of
It,
push-ups. That's what I'm
it is a
saying.
lot
I
of
do,
push-ups.
I do like the idea. Again, like no one. I mean, Victor came close to almost
Yeah, yeah.
doing
Of course,
once he made it.
Victor, who, yeah, destroyed Sam Slosh. Victor getting the most points by a bunch is just the most poetic and worst thing that could have happened week one. And I'm pretending this week didn't happen, you know?
You won
But
this week.
yeah, well, that was nice, but Victor
Okay.
angers me.
Um, I do like the idea of a tall boy for being what you have to shotgun.
The tall boy
I
shotgun.
know, I know
But
that
I
has to be
don't
like a
just
pro
have
mode,
tall
but
boys in my fridge though, ready to go. You know.
Well, you have a
you don't
week.
get. You know, you also don't have habanero peppers at the ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also not gonna choose that option, so it's okay.
Well,
Well, you might have to.
maybe you'll choose it if you don't have the beer.
Yeah. What about
Oh.
3 goose eggs?
I legitimately have either of you ever shotgunned a tall boy?
Not in many
Yes.
years.
I don't
Yeah.
think I ever have, and
I
I
don't think I
think
did it successfully.
I think
Did
I
it
would
once.
choose the pepper over that.
I did it once. It was also a Four Loco.
Eh,
That's not even shotgunning a tall boy. That's shotgunning death.
Yeah.
That's I can't
Blacked
you
out that day.
dude,
Yeah, heavily.
that's insane.
I
Um, so it is hard. I mean, but like again, like I know like the back and forth in the text that everyone has their own like standards of like what's more difficult than the next. I can shotgun pretty easily. That's my hot flex. But I can't do 100 push-ups that easily. And I know some people can do push-ups better than they can do
Yeah.
shotgunning, and some people can eat hot peppers better than they can not eat hot peppers. So I feel like to like raise the standard so everything's kind of even. I like the tall boy aspect because it makes it a little bit more of a challenge.
I like the tall boy. Honestly, I would push for tall boy. I don't think we have to I think we can morph as it goes forward, but I would lean towards fuck it. Show us something impressive. You goosed.
well, I guess I'm not shotgunning.
Let's see. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
What would you pick?
now I
Assuming
guess
tall boy.
I'm doing push-ups. I'm pretty fit. I can
Probably
do a
just
fair
like
amount of
super
push-ups. I
beefy
do a
and
good
then
amount of
goes to-
push-ups. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is it's not going to be 100 this week. Like if I lose to Andy, it would be like I'd have to do like 60, 70. You know,
Yeah.
That's a lot of push-ups.
that's a
It's a
lot,
lot
but
of
that's
push-ups.
not 100 though. That's
No.
It's not.
especially like
We'll see.
so.
We'll find our push-up number. We'll find it. We'll balance as we go.
I think it
Yeah.
all kind of depends on how this week goes.
I think you just make an
With our
offering.
goose tag.
Yeah. We'll see.
Like a sacrifice?
Yeah, no, just if you get a goose egg, you just have to make an offering to be accepted by the tribe. Like, what if instead of eating a habanero pepper, I just acquired like one of the hottest hot sauces from Hot Ones and just like chugged it, just nice big fat gulp out of there, and then just died.
What?
Again, way worse than the habanero.
So bad.
Yeah, but
It's
then if you had
awful.
but if you had a bottle of that, then you don't have to go out and get a habanero every time. I'm about efficiency here.
You don't have to go and get that
Streamlining
bottle because you have to chug
operations.
The
it.
bottle costs like 20 times the cost.
You want to chug a bottle of hot sauce?
Also, the fact that you would rather chug the hottest bottle of hot sauce rather than shotgun a tall boy is insane.
Do you just have the last
No.
dab in your fridge or something and just like, oh, I just don't go to this? Are you just doing everything to avoid going to the store? Is that?
Yes, but I don't have that. The hottest I have is
Okay.
like, I think I have Cholula, and that's it.
Okay, well that's not the hottest.
It's not very
That's not
hot.
the hottest.
Yeah,
That's
still
not
weird to
hot.
chug it, but
When I said chug, I meant like a nice big swig. I did not mean the bottle.
well, that's not the same.
No,
It's
I
hard to take a
understand.
swig from the bottle.
I corrected myself though.
Yeah.
How about you can chug, if you chug a really hot bottle of hot sauce, like
While doing
10 million
push-ups.
Scovilles and up, you can, if you get another goose egg, you can abstain from doing that goose egg because this counted as like a potential future one.
You pay off your future debts.
Pay out your debts.
Yeah.
What if you make
No,
an
you just do
actual
a,
offering of blood?
It's the hot ones line, but
Right.
every time you goose egg, you have to go up a level and chug that bottle of hot sauce. You know.
I'm glad you're not the one that made this rule. Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy, but it carries through to years. It doesn't reset until you hit that last and a half to eventually.
So we all start like at Frank's Red Hot or like Texas Pete.
Yeah,
Maybe we work our way.
then we build up, and it's like 3 years down the line, 4 years. Fuck. Oh, I made it to the bomb. I made it to the bomb.
The bomb.
Or if you get a goose egg, you just have to do the whole Hot Ones challenge.
You have to get
and
on
someone
hot
interviews you.
ones.
Who
That's
you
it.
who you lost to interviews you.
That would also be fun. All right, this is not part of this show, so we're gonna move on from this conversation because we have to get into our power ranking season. And
Yeah.
this is gonna be the loosest fucking power rankings because week one already changed everything a little bit.
I don't know where anybody belongs.
Yeah, I don't know where anybody belongs
Except for
either.
like the bottom
But
four
we're
teams. You guys belong on the bottom. Sorry.
yeah, everyone outside Jordan's big baby boys or whatever we are, Jordan's little baby boys. We got a
Got it.
powerhouse division. But
Cry me a river.
Also, Josh, we gotta talk about as well. Um, you're picking for the little baby boys.
not my fault. Not my
Fully your
fault.
fault.
Not my fault in the slightest. You chose a pretty good team with your first pick, and then the next two picks went to Victor, who chose the bad team. So right
All
off the
right.
bat, we have Victor, who's a bad team, and we have three of the bad teams and two good
Picture
teams.
this.
Nice.
Tyler, edit a concert behind you right now.
I'm not
Um,
editing everything you say. Just because you say it
Tyler,
doesn't
hear
mean I'm
him out,
gonna
hear him
do
out.
it.
Picture this. Jordan at the New York State Fair watching OAR in concert. I have no signal on my phone, so I'm reliant on my queue to draft a decent team. Me realizing halfway through, like, oh shit, like I kind of won something last year, and I need to kind of pick the other people in my division. Um, Josh will answer me right now. Thinking that like, hey, like, I'm gonna give you all this power. I think we're both kind of on the same page. So like, we're gonna probably pick a pretty easy division based off of how these go. Come to know, like, you only picked good teams.
I
Um,
didn't try. I didn't try
Unbelievable,
to do that.
unbelievable. Give
Whatever,
yourself a
man.
leg up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna slog through, and once we make it to playoffs, where it's easy breezy. But well, that should give everyone an idea of how these power rankings go. But to kick it off, Tyler, do you want to talk about, or what order should we go? Do we want to go bottom to top?
I don't know. Let's let the guests
Um,
decide.
oh, and Hunter. Let's go bottom to top. Let's talk about the worst of the best.
Bottom to top. All right, Tyler, you want to take it away with the worst of the worst?
Yeah. All right. So coming in, 10 out of 10, but it's only week one, so don't worry. But we got Sam and the Aaron Rodgers Hate Club. Dead last right now. This team's got some things that could end up working out later down the year. Joe Burrow always seems to start slow, and then he kind of picks it up as it goes along. But there's also a lot that I think peaked in week one. Javonte Williams with 20 points. Don't know how many more 20-point games we're going to see from him for the rest of the year. But all in all, this team's bench really, really lacking anything that attracts me too much. Starters, there's a couple of studs in there, like I mentioned, Joe Burrow, but George Kittle now out for a couple of weeks. Really tough to start the year. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Kittle out. I think Ken Walker was kind of just sharing time with Charbonnet and good, so that's a pretty big red flag. Javonte Williams, I really hope he doesn't keep this up, and I don't think he will based on how I saw last year. I mean, yeah, the running backs are rough, dude. Caleb Johnson on the bench getting one carry for -2 yards.
Yeah, possibly the
Uh,
worst running back room in the league right here.
yeah, really don't like it. And Mark Andrews didn't do anything in the game. George Kittle is injured. Puka Nakua looks like he's going to die every play because he's just getting crushed. He was bleeding out of his eye like he was checked for
Had
a
a good game though.
concussion, and he was just yeah, he did well. But man, he scares me. But yeah, I just don't think this team will stay together very well. Eckler's probably gonna fall off. He's old, and shout out Bill coming in, looking like he'll take on a starting role with how well he was playing.
Shut up.
And then yeah, I don't love the team. And you know what? That's why we get less than this other team, which has something in common. And let's see if you can figure that out. The next worst team to us is the Bongside Kicks. I think this is a shame because they had some of the best keepers coming into this year. And I think uh, they spread out their needs or their depth a little too much because I mean they only have four running backs, four wide receivers. That's in my opinion, that's not going to be enough. You get injuries there happening pretty easily, and
Yeah, you can
they have
maybe
their
make it
four
with four
quarterbacks,
running
four tight
backs,
ends.
but four receivers is no good. Four tight ends is a huge issue, and you have Chris Godwin who's just on the IR. Uh, yeah, again,
Uh,
you also have
Tyler,
players
fun fact: Chris Godwin is not on the IR.
on
He
his
was
IR.
for the game, but he won't be on like he can't be kept on the IR unless he stays out. We will see. But
I
we'll
s-
see if he stays out. But the team specifically didn't put him on the IR, even though he is expected to be play in the first 4 weeks, which is a fun thing. But yeah, Chris Godwin, the running backs being Jaden Blue, who does not have a role yet, might get one. J.K. Dobbins, who will probably lose his role over the year. Travion Henderson looks good, but he still has to get that percentage up and doesn't look like necessarily be a real in between the tackles guy, probably more of an Alvin Kamara type. And then we have Brian Thomas, didn't have a good first game. Kind of worried that he was just a Mac Jones garbage time merchant. Devontae Adams, I believe in, but he still has to prove himself. DK Metcalf looked decent. But a lot of just like maybe this will work, but
running
yeah,
backs are an issue.
yeah. And now you may notice the trend of being ranked low in these is having three or more tight ends for a position that you only start one of.
And
It
bad running
baffles me
backs.
that and bad running backs, but I think that kind of comes from the fact that you're drafting these tight ends. You have Brock Bowers. Why do you need Travis Kelce, man?
You
You
don't.
have George Kittle. Why do you need who is it? Mark Andrews. It it's not a drafting strategy I agree with, and I think that
You just don't see the
it really
vision,
messed with
Josh.
them. I don't see the vision, and
It's the
I
long
think
game.
I have good reason.
Jordan, do you
The
see the
long
vision here?
game.
I don't see a vision here. I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of bright spots. Also, I'm gonna make a quick. I was laughing to myself. I didn't realize that Steve nicknames all of his players.
Yep.
So I'm then laughing always because I'm looking at the matchup. I mean, I like Jalen Hurts. That's obviously a good pickup. Brock Purdy being out for a few weeks is going to be kind of tough moving forward. Kelsey's a toss up each week. I like Metcalf. Bowers got kind of injured. But like having multi tight ends on your team that's like not really putting up stats. Shador Sanders, you're kind of putting trust into have on like a tight bench spot that like maybe he'll be good as a
Yeah.
backup currently, but um, and I also don't see the vision in JJ McCarthy. I'm a JJ McCarthy hater, so um, I don't see the vision sadly.
Yeah, how's JJ McCarthy doing in the game right now? We're recording during the Monday Night Football game.
As we
Not
love
looking
to
great.
do.
Four,
Yeah, I think JJ McCarthy
four,
hates himself.
4 for 7, 19 yards. Not the best. Caleb Williams looking pretty good. Not looking
13 for
bad.
16.
Yeah. And 112 yards and 4 rushes for 32 yards and a touchdown. Wow. Not too shabby by Caleb Williams. But you know who is shabby? Bang, segue.
We're so good at
That's so good.
segueing.
That was so
So good at the
good.
segue. Tyler, edit a segue.
Are you Paul Blart?
Meow.
Yeah,
Segue.
I want you to edit in and have me, Paul Blart, mustache on a segue. And I roll in. Gabe, Gabe's pretty bad. And it was made worse by this week. Xavier Worthy goes out, taken out by Travis Kelce, who just could not share the spotlight any longer. He has Jordan Addison, who's still suspended for a couple games for the wet reckless. And, I mean, dude, he just does not have the stuff to back it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. All right, Keon Coleman had a good game. Keon Coleman, the future of the Bills, question mark. Could be his saving grace, but yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, Michael Penix. How about that? How about the keeper of Michael Penix? 33 points on the bench.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors. Russell Wilson cannot play football, and that is an issue.
I think this team still has some really talented players. If they get a couple breakouts and they do a little bit of roster shuffling one way or another, whether it's through trade or free agency, I think, especially with how early it is in the season, I think this is a more than salvageable roster, but it needs a little bit of work right now.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to need a little something. And Tyler, you want to bring in our next guy? Number 7.
Number 7. I don't have a segue here. There's six letters in this name. He's not winning, but he is Victor. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, Victor's team, he's got some good things going on with it. We got Justin Herbert in the quarterback spot. Zay Flowers had a big week, but we're lacking a lot on the bench again. There's a common theme with a lot of these low teams, and it's just having no bench depth. Jalen Warren had an alright game, but you got Brian Robinson, who, unless Christian McCaffrey goes out, that's not really relevant. You got Rashad White, who's really not getting a lot of action there behind Bucky Irving. Ramondre Stevenson is slowly losing his job, so you have maybe one playable player on your bench, and that's Matt Stafford, and that's probably the position you need a backup, the least at, considering you have Justin Herbert and Baker Mayfield. This team is thin. And with starters like DJ Moore, who I am not a huge fan of this year, I don't know. I think this team, one bad injury, this team's looking at a toilet bowl, I think.
Yeah. Hey, if Zay Flowers can keep it up, he was the number 1 wide receiver this week. But, I don't like it.
But we've seen this Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers thing play out before, and it's always like this. Just 20 points one week, 7 points the next week.
No.
You're going to get an average of about 10, 11.
It's hard because it's such like a run-first offense as well.
Yeah.
So it's like they're gonna run, and then it's like he's gonna kind of like pick and choose each week. I feel like he's gonna throw the ball too.
Now the real make or break for this team, and I think something that we need to decide right now, is it Kyle Pitts' time?
I want to believe so.
He overperformed.
He looked pretty good. He threw some stiff arms, and Drake London, he hurt himself in that game. If Drake London misses any time, I mean, what is Ray McLeod coming in to steal Kyle Pitts' targets?
Do they still have Darnell Mooney?
Injured, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. 7 for 8, 60 yards. Not great, but not bad.
Not bad for a tight end. For a tight end, not bad.
I think this is Kyle Pitts' year finally.
I think he could do something.
Let's see.
And you know what? Again, gonna be pretty pissed that it's Victor that just manages to get the Kyle Pitts season, because man, it's gonna be crazy if Victor somehow manages to win again. That's gonna... Ooh.
It's been 1 week. Let's calm down, all right?
Yeah, it's been 1 week, but doesn't change the fact that our Victor, our champion that won, and then drafted, we all agreed, pretty terribly, then scored the most points by a lot. Like, that is a kind of wild turn of events.
It was
Coincidence.
this was a pretty wild week though for week one.
It
So
was.
I feel like we say
It's
that every
week
year.
one. And
yeah,
it's true. You can't overreact. You don't want to underreact, but you can't overreact. And, now I have a chance to tell you about my overreactions because next up in this list is your boy. It's Josh. Chilling it. Dick. Man, I ended up that low, huh?
I literally told you to put yourself higher. I
Yeah, you're
I
right. Whatever.
don't want to. I don't want to hear this right now.
Coming in at sixth. It's me. Um,
Who doesn't love a little
it's a
self-deprecation?
little bit of self-deprecation. It brings ethos. Uh, it helps a lot that Justin Fields had a game. Like Justin Fields looked good, and that was shocking. So if he can keep that up, the quarterback room is fine, but behind him is Joe Flacco. If either of my guys get injured, which is so possible, quarterbacks, that's real bad. The running back room is very reliant on the rookie running backs doing something and the backup running backs. And after week one, Quinshawn Judkins is a question mark. We don't know when he will be coming back. He did sign, but still waiting on uh, a suspension that might hit anytime and I expect 3 to 6 weeks. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt looked good. We love Bill, and he will be my savior. Cam Scatabo didn't look great. Giants didn't look great. So who knows how that's going to go. Braylon Allen honestly looked pretty bad, and I don't know where all this hype from camp was coming. I have so much Braylon Allen in fantasy, and that was a bummer. Kyron Williams and James Conner, they're going to be they're serviceable. They're good, serviceable, but they're not going to be doing anything crazy. The wide receivers, CD was good. The rest, Bryce Young sucks, dude. Like, Tet looks good. Bryce Young has gone right back to like maybe the worst quarterback in the league. I don't know if you guys saw any of his game.
I
It was
no.
so bad. Uh, yeah. I saw one where he was falling and tried to flick a ball like to his guy, like a Patrick Mahomes style, like going flicks it. Jaguars just Jaguars right there, takes it, pick six. Awful plays.
actually
Uh,
the only play I saw from that game,
yeah,
and then immediately changed it. Probably one of the worst throws I've seen in the NFL.
yep,
Like, showed it directly to the Jags.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch it
He
right
looks
now.
bad. And yeah, Texans offense was getting pretty pummeled. Uh, no offensive line, so we'll see if Nico Collins actually like if the ball can get out to Nico Collins. And it's kind of the same things. Like Jameson Williams, we'll see Calvin Ridley. It was against the Broncos, but didn't have a great game. And then, I've got two Browns tight ends, and maybe I started the wrong one this week. We'll see if that continues or if I just end up on Sullivan. So, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I ranked myself too low, but what are you gonna do? You know what? I got a soft spot for the next team, and I couldn't help but rank myself.
Do you before we move on? Do you guys? This is just again my pea little brain speaking. Do you find that um, nowadays we talk more about teams' O lines than we used to in the past? Like I find that like I used to not really pay attention to like teams' offensive lines and like I kind of like group them in like whatever, and like you have like your key standouts. Like I feel like when I think of like good teams, like one of the first things I go to is like one, like obviously the quarterback, but then really right after that, it's like their offensive line, right? And like they can get the ball out in time.
I fully think we do. And I don't know if it's just because like we get older and pay attention to more parts of the game, but I also think part of it might be the Eagles who have really built their team at the line, defensive, offensive line, and have just been showing off how powerful. And so now it's just becoming the trend that teams are trying to copy.
Yeah, I guess this all kind of, I feel like kind of started around like the tush push like kind of coming into existence, maybe like a year before that or
Yeah.
so. But like obviously like you had like your big standouts like offensive linemen like Jason Kelsey, I guess for the example. But like I feel like Bryce Young, right? Like in my head, I'm like, oh, if the Panthers just had a better offensive line, maybe Bryce Young is actually just like not a terrible quarterback. He would actually have time in the
Mhm.
pocket.
Yeah. I feel like it is such a much bigger thing these days and yeah, I don't know what it is because before it was just like, oh, when I'm choosing my running back to know that they have a good offensive line to block for them. But aside from that, that's all I really like focused on the O line for.
Right.
Like,
Right. Like Aaron Rodgers got pummeled last year. He was shit for the Jets, but he also had no time to throw. Look at the Steelers. It's a little better organization, but it's a better offensive line. He's
yeah,
looking a little better.
yeah,
Looking a lot better.
okay. Looking a lot better. Yeah. All right. So Tyler, would you like to bring us to our next team, our halfway point?
Our next team is me. Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Me, who's currently losing to she loves my McConkey. I oh boy, was it a first week for this team? Running backs looking great. Christian McCaffrey, Brees Hall. Wow, standout weeks. Uh, Quarterbacks. Bo Nix, C.J. Stroud. Ooh, not looking so good. Not looking good at all, actually. Wide receivers, not looking good. George Pickens, Justin Jefferson, both not looking good. You might wonder how I got into fifth place, and it's because what this team can achieve. Uh, it was
The
a
running
rough.
backs, though.
The
The
running
running
backs are
backs so
great.
good.
The running backs are great. Yeah,
Yeah.
my two starting quarterbacks were bad, but also Geno Smith and Aaron Rodgers scored a lot of points on my bench. This team's
Okay,
got
maybe we
depth.
ranked you too high.
This team's got
The
depth.
team has depth in that the bench plays well better than the starters.
Shh. Justin Jefferson's hopefully having his worst game of the season right now. He has 1 point.
Only
um,
half. Only half. He could
Only
get
that.
two. He
Yeah.
could get 2 points.
Oh my gosh.
so this team has a high
Yeah.
ceiling and a really low floor, and players made of glass. Stick around for the roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Yeah. All right. Week
That's
one
my
power rankings. They
team.
might change. That's fine. Uh, but you know what? This team is ranked pretty high. So who else could they be losing to but the next ranked team of She Loves My McConkey?
Yeah, this team's
Uh,
good. This is where the teams get good.
this team is better.
Big, big skill jump right here.
You know, solid quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love. Uh, I think they both played decently, and I think they're both going to have better games. I also think the running back room, specifically Zach Charbonnet, I think is going to make a big jump here after watching him just kind of play better than Ken Walker. Ashton Janty, I think, will be good. I think, first game, Patriots D line is pretty good. RJ Harvey looks like he's going to be taking the job from Dobbins with how well he played. Isaiah Pacheco, I ignore that. But then, Jamar Chase, Lad McConkey, Emeka Egbuka, Debo Samuel,
The
all
wide
of those
receiver room goes
guys.
crazy.
uh, Yeah, Emeka Egbuka and Debo Samuel were both, I think, top five, top 10 wide receivers this week. And you just have Jamar Chase and Lad McConkey chilling. Uh, Tucker Kraft, he's going to be touchdown dependent, but I still think he can get it done.
Solid time.
And Dallas Goedert might actually be good with how the Eagles played. I think it's a team it can do good.
This team's good. They got good depth. The only thing I don't like on this team is Get rid of Jackson Dart. That dude's wasting space on your bench.
Really? I disagree. I think he should play. I think the Giants are dumb to have him not play next game.
Russell Wilson was going to already declared the starter for next week, so
He was. And that should be his last start. Dude was booty cheeks.
I just don't see Jackson Dart being that valuable. If you're gonna have
Hey,
four quarterbacks,
I don't see
in your
Jackson Dart
roster,
being as better than Russell Wilson.
I agree.
I think he can be better than Russell Wilson, as Russell Wilson is now. And
On this team, I don't know.
we'll see. Hey, I mean, yeah, hey, it's a bad team, but
It's a bad.
you have Malik Neighbors to throw to, and it's a late flyer. If he works, it's a good keeper, and it's a big win. We said it about Michael Penix. Who knows?
Michael Penix looking decent.
Michael Penix looking
Penix
decent. He's a
pretty good.
gunslinger. Pretty good. Pretty good. Might
Pretty
make Kyle
good.
Pitts a thing. So, yeah.
I always forget Kirk Cousins is still the backup on that team as well.
Yeah, just chilling, getting paid $40 million a year.
Hey, yeah.
Dude's vibing.
Best job in the world right now.
What a job. What a vibe.
They're not gonna get rid of him.
No. Unless they traded, and I guess no one wanted to trade, and it would only have been, I think, like the Steelers, and why do that when Aaron Rodgers is playing like
Right. Go ahead, Michael Penix, go get you a Super Bowl ring. Retire.
yeah,
Email. Oh, it's
hang out.
to win the Super Bowl. Picture Tyler, edit Kyle Pitts Super Bowl.
Catching a one-hander as he stiff arms a defender.
One-hander. If you can edit Kyle Pitts as OBJ, but make it the Super Bowl. Picture
Stiff
that.
arming a
And then
defender.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins coming out like a bandit.
Yeah, and in the background have Kirk Cousins kind of hanging out, just I don't know, eating a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah, like smoking a doobie, eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah,
chilling on this way.
just hanging out. I think that would be good.
Wonder if I can just
I
put
think
this
you
into
should
an
do
AI
that.
art prompt.
Nah, we don't need AIR. I'd really prefer all by hand.
Yeah.
Support your local artists and all that.
AI's taking our jobs, dude. How dare you?
That's
How dare you
honestly-
have to increase
listen
our
here,
editing
the blood-
budget.
The Blood Sweat, the Hail Mary Happy Hour podcast does not support AI art. At least 50% don't. Anyway, number 3 is Slosh. I mean, yeah.
This team's good.
Slosh, the Charmin Ultra Softies, the one and only Josh Allen. What are you gonna do? This guy can't be stopped. He's so much fun to have on a team.
Scored half his points, basically.
Who even cares that the next 2 quarterbacks on his team are Cam Ward and Tyler Shuck? I don't know why Tyler Shuck is there. You know, I'll defend the Jackson Dart, but Tyler Shuck, he already lost the job to Spencer Rattler. Do you really worth stashing for when he eventually starts? I don't. But, you know, you do you. The running backs, Bucky Irving, Omarion Hampton are fun. Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. It's all. By the way, Tank Bigsby got traded to the Eagles for those
Oh, yeah.
interested.
He did.
Yeah, that was sudden news. So, wheels up for Mr. ETN and Bashal Tutin.
Oh, yeah, Bashal
But-
Tutin. It's my
The
guy.
wide, the wide receivers are where this team is just like, dude, this is kind of crazy. Because Drake London, like we said, our guy, Michael Penix, he's slinging the ball. Drake London got 15 targets in, and he left early. The man will be getting the ball.
He had 15 targets, but only 55 yards. That is
Yeah, he only had
Not
7
very
catches, I think.
it's
Or
not
7 or
great-
8 catches.
Not great production on 15
No,
targets.
they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. After that, AJ Brown had a bad. They should change that. Smith and Jigba had
Dude,
like
I
50
low key
something
I
percent
think AJ
target
Brown.
percentage.
I'm not sure about AJ Brown, man. The way the Eagles play, bro, they just play such like winning football that is just so not
Yeah.
focused on doing anything statistically beneficial for most of their players except Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ Brown didn't have a crazy year last year, you know?
He was
And
on track for 1,400 yards and
Was he?
like he actually yeah,
yeah,
Wha-
he had a good
on
season
a
last year.
yeah, on a per game basis. He was injured for a bit of it, but on a per game basis, he actually was as good as ever.
Maybe I have recency bias thinking about the Super Bowl.
No, super fair because with the injuries, it was a frustrating. But yeah, AJ Brown, Jackson Smith, and Jigba had like over 50 on his team, which is insane, even though Darnold sucks in my opinion. Uh,
I think that's going to go down though moving forward. I think they're going to get Cooper Cup going, if I'm being honest.
yeah, but I still think in Jigba like has proven he's going to be good on that team.
I think in general, like he's going to be like fine moving forward, but I think the production is probably going to go down a little bit. I
Yeah,
think a couple finds place in this offense. I don't think he's done yet.
Mm.
yeah. Hey, the wide R3, Torrey Horton, rookie coming in. Keep an eye on that guy. I like that guy. Just saying. I'm just calling my shot on this podcast. That's all.
Love that.
How'd
Um,
he do?
oh, I don't think he caught a ball.
Sick. I love.
But wait, just just hold on.
But wait, there's more.
But Ricky Pearsall, he did well, and Tyler Warren was a top five tight end this week. So I think a lot of his gambles paid off, and it's just putting him in a good spot. And I think some still are going to be able to pay off. And now we're in our top two. And you may notice we haven't even talked about our dear guest.
Well, guess what?
My next.
You're number two.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take two.
Wow, how
It's
fitting for the
great.
man who's been the runner-up in the league 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
All right, fuck off. All right, all right.
All right. Jordan, tell us about your
Uh,
team. Tell us why they're really good.
you can shut up a bit. You want me to talk about
Yeah,
it
tell us
or?
about your team. Tell us.
Ooh, what a tough week this was for the SCLSU Mud Dogs. I don't know if like the Lions Super Bowl window has shut officially, but boy, did they look like shit. Jared Goff couldn't sling it, they couldn't run it. But I think Gibbs will pick it back up. Derrick Henry is going to be a monster this whole year moving forward. I think T. Higgins will kind of didn't get a lot thrown his way, but I think what he got, he kind of, I mean, 11 yards per carry, not terrible. I think we can get him more in uh, the end zone. That'd be great. McLaurin, Scary Terry, I'm always on that wave. I think he's gonna have a big year per usual. McBride, what can I say? I underperformed this week, but 6 for 9, not great, but 61 yards again. I'll take that as a tight end.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard, I'm like a huge proponent that like he's gonna have like a pretty like massive year this year. Um, Kind of wish-washy last year, like between the weeks, but I think he's gonna do pretty well moving forward. Jerry Judy, he's a dude. Kyle Murray, not thrilled that he's kind of my QB1 right now. Thanks, Josh, for that one, but not he didn't look terrible. He looked pretty good actually, if I'm being honest. And if he can stay healthy and he can keep getting on the pocket, I'll take it. Uh, my bench is my bench. Some ups, some downs. I think some good depth. I gotta get Kirk out of there, I think. Um, but I'm feeling good. I feel like there's a lot of room for growth and a fairly okay floor, maybe.
I think your running back room is insane. Like the fact that
Yeah.
Etienne is looking like he's going to be, and now they trade Tank Bigsby on top of Pollard, Henry, and Gibbs. I think this is the best running back room in the league. I think double checking Swood. Yeah, I think this is the best running back room in the league, and that's kind of carrying you in this second place. But yeah, dude, it's a good team. And I think Kyler Murray did outscore Jaden Daniels. So,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah, I don't love the wide receivers, if I'm being honest, but I kind of went all out with running backs because there's obviously way more depth with wide receivers
Yep.
always than running backs. Having back-to-back first-round picks really helped with that, Gibbs and Henry.
Hmm.
Um, and then this is probably my last year with McBride, but he's also my big staple for this team. I mean, if I consistently put up minimum 11 points each week, feeling good. Feeling good this year. I think I drafted pretty well, even though I was at an OAR concert, and a lot of my
Hey, I
bench
was
was
at
kind of
work.
what?
I was
Tyler
at
was
work.
working while I drafted.
I was actively making sushi while drafting my team.
A
Dang,
true
that was
champion.
probably the worst sushi ever. I'm imagining
Yeah.
like drafting one hand making rolls in the other.
Well, there's a couple minutes in between, so I had my phone set off of the line, a safe distance away from all of the food, of course, and then just
Yeah.
I would
As
just
a store manager, how often are you making the food?
more often than you would think,
All right.
which is a lot,
Sorry for bringing
which
that
is a
up.
Living the
lot.
dream.
My bad, man.
So great. I can make
Yeah.
sushi though. So cool.
So cool,
Yeah, I
much
can't do
fun.
that. I can't make
Yeah,
sushi.
dude. I can't. Way to go, dude.
But
Hey,
yeah,
you want to tell us about our number one?
not really. Actually, yes, I do because it's Big Steve's. Big Steve's Big Ballers. Oh, my
Love the
favorite team
energy.
name.
Yeah.
My favorite team name in the league.
Uh,
God. Uh, this team's sick, dude. Talk about good running backs. You got Bijan Robinson. You got A-Chain, Mr. Calves of Glass. Wow, these nicknames go hard. You got Josh Jacobs. Don't know why you're starting Tyrone Tracy. Uh, and you got Rasheed Rice on your bench, who, especially now with this Worthy injury, when Rice comes back, I'm a big proponent that Rice is going to get back to some action, back to business, be putting up some big numbers. And like I said, especially with that Worthy injury, that's a good stash right there. Stephon Diggs, they clearly want to get him the ball. He didn't put up amazing numbers week one, but they showed he's the number one guy there. Demario Douglas, pretty good performance beside him, but yeah, his team's got a lot of bright spots. I think Matthew Golden is only going to get better as the season goes along. Uh, Quarterbacks would be my only main concern with this team. Trevor Lawrence, still kind of questionable. Caleb Williams having a pretty solid game right now. Bryce Young, God, Steve, I know you love this man. I know you love Bryce, but Bryce
dude.
is just,
It's bad, dude.
dude. Bryce is gonna lose his
Just over
job, man.
50% completion.
Bryce is gonna be working at Foot Locker by February.
Oh, he's no good, dude. Steve managing to not hit a single six-leg parlay is kind of wild. Kind of love it.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
The sick
yeah.
parlays, bro.
But you know what? Bryce Young is still doing better than JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy has 1 point.
Dude, don't remind me. JJ McCarthy
So,
is
17 to 6 right now.
oh yeah, the Bears just scored. Who done it?
How has he
Oh,
only
wait.
attempted 7 passes? Are they just not letting him throw the ball?
He's
Wait, how
attempted
did?
9 passes.
Yeah, he's attempted 9.
Oh, my
Google
stats
hasn't
haven't updated.
updated for
Nine
Right
me.
here.
completed.
There it
And
is.
one
Oh, he threw an
interception.
interception. Oh, I was gonna bet on an interception, but dude,
Man, JJ
alas. And
McCarthy.
yeah, I guess it was a pick six as well.
Is JJ McCarthy good or is he actually not?
Dude,
Okay, but here's my question:
that's
how's the O line for the Vikings this
see,
year?
the Vikings O line was good last year. I thought
Was
that he would be set up to succeed, but maybe not. These are the things we'll have
not
to look
everyone's
into.
not
Because
everyone's Sam Darnold.
yeah, not everyone can be as good as Sam Darnold. But Jordan Mason
Or could
also
be.
only has 5 carries for 17 yards, so the O-line not doing
And
it either.
Aaron Jones is 5 carries for 8 yards, Josh.
Yeah, it sucks.
Damn. Wow. I think that brings us to everyone's favorite segment. Tyler, would you take it away? I have to step away for a moment.
Oh, we're doing my segment now? Oh, hell yeah. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with another segment, episode, part, section, series of Tyler's Degenerate Gambling Corner. Thank you all for being here. We lose money, we win money. We do it together. Uh, got a couple of bets for you this week. Threw these together last minute, so vet these yourself before you place these. But got a couple of double up bets here, nice even money. We got a plus 108, plus 103. First one, Jordan. Let me run this by you right here. We're taking 3 teams. We're taking the
Okay.
Steelers at home against the Seahawks, plus 5.5. I love the Steelers at home this week. I think that defense is going to get back to form at home. Aaron Rodgers and that offense was cooking. Plus 5.5 should be a comfy spread there. Next up,
I like that.
yeah, yeah, you
All right.
should. We gotta parlay that, Jordan. We can't. We're not done yet.
I know. I know.
We
I'm
got,
cutting you off.
we
I'm
got.
so excited for the Steelers. My bad. I'll shut up.
They are an interesting team this week, I think. We got the Jaguars, though. We're going to take the Jaguars plus 12.5 at the Bengals. Bengals off to another slow start. Jaguars looking pretty good. Not saying they're going to win, but plus 12.5, I think they can keep it in check for this game. And finally, we got the Patriots at Miami. Patriots defense looked pretty solid. Miami's offense in shambles. Patriots are on the road. Patriots plus 7.5. Take all 3 of these teams together. You're getting plus 108. Jordan, what do we think?
I like this. Again, I think the Steelers look pretty good. Would I be surprised if they go home and they just like absolutely shit the bed? No. But I'm liking the Steelers. I think the Seahawks are looking pretty good as well. But I'm feeling Aaron Rodgers right now. Patriots, I think that's a slam dunk. The Dolphins are like absolute dog shit. It seems like there's a lot of internal issues going on, so I agree with that. And I like the Bengals as well. This is good. I like this. Just because of this, I will put $10 on it this week.
Wow, you heard it here
I don't
first.
10 smackers.
Oh,
You can turn $10
I'm a big fan.
$20.60, I think. Something like that. I don't know.
I I would like to add in a reminder of I am absolutely putting my Patriots money line over the Dolphins. They are seen as the underdogs going against that team.
I'll probably do the same thing, but I'm not going to say that I would advise others to follow in that path.
Really, that feels absurd to me. The Dolphins were so bad.
Patriots secondary, unless Christian Gonzalez is coming back this week, question
I don't think
marks.
that matters. They made Daniel Jones look like a extremely competent quarterback.
Danny Dimes is an elite level playmaker. For sure. Don't
This
look
was
at me like
terrible.
that.
This is terrible. I think this will be a good game.
Can you tell this is the episode we discovered the soundboard?
I don't think we've overused it. I think if any, there it is. There it is.
All right.
Thank you. Well, sorry, Tyler, did you go back? Did you talk about your bounce back bet as well?
No,
Or
we
did you only
didn't. We
talk
got
about the
another
easy
bet
money?
here coming in. We got 2 teams that I think are slam dunk playoff teams who lost in their first week. Both of them at home. Both of them are going to get back to form. Give me the Lions money line versus the Bears. And give me the Ravens. Cover a 6.5 point spread against the Browns. Do that, you're doubling up your money. Plus 103. What do we think, lads?
I am a little afraid of the Lions.
Yeah, I am too.
It's Ben Johnson taking on his old team. And there's a part of me that actually
Mm,
thinks that he can bring this team to beat the Lions.
you know,
I don't
that's
know.
fair.
Yeah.
Bears
I
on the road.
Great,
They get a nice win here against the Vikings at home. Get a little fired up. Could be a
yeah,
threat. Could be a threat.
I don't know.
great. Browns don't look
I
terrible. I mean, sorry, Bears don't look terrible right now.
yeah.
I think they're figuring some stuff out. Lions put up really nothing good. I felt like this week either. But it's hard. Again, I have a lot of the Lions players, so like it's hard for me to I feel like bet against for them. That being said, I feel like every week bet on the spread for the Ravens moving forward, especially how this past game went. Holy hell, really just running down your throat.
Yeah. Uh, I wonder what the over under for the Ravens Browns game is. Because I might bet the under on that. The Browns defense did look very good against the Bengals. Like, I know the Bengals usually have a slow start, but they were very competent at getting to Joe Burrow. Yeah. But I like them, and I'll probably put money on them.
Bengals also don't have a good O line.
This is
I don't
true.
know. I'm
They got
all about the O line
dude,
this year.
the O line. It's a big thing. It's a big
That's
thing.
my thing this year.
We got our boy Will Campbell now.
Go,
Hopefully
Will Campbell.
helping us catch up those holes.
All
The
arms.
T-Rex.
All arms.
He's threatening.
He's so good at
Uh,
football.
all right. Now that does it for all of our usual segments. There's
No, it doesn't. You forgot one.
Oh,
That's why I was
there's one
surprised.
more.
I
That's why I
need
was
I need to
surprised when you
do
went to
the
mine.
yeah, because I didn't write it down. I forgot about it. All right. It's time for Josh's fucking first shit of the year, bed shit time. Guy. So, there's a lot of people we can choose from to be the bed shitters this time around. I think, in my heart of hearts, if I'm looking at a match that was close and just a decent performance could have saved the match, I think, well, you don't want to give it to Worthy because Worthy got injured, which almost makes you want to say for murking Worthy. However, I think I prepared for this. I'm so
I
prepared.
was gonna say, me now realizing Josh was not prepared for this.
I was so
Josh
prepared.
actually running away mid-recording to try to think of an answer. Stall time.
All right. Here's the thing. It wasn't a close win, but I do think the bed shitter of the week, I would have to give it to AJ Brown. The wonderful, the glorious. I lied. I'm giving it to Joe Burrow. Uh,
What team am I looking at?
who
Where's he going?
the final shitter guy in the bed on the Brown because he faced the Browns, pun intended. This one goes to Joe Burrow. He just had a bad game, 14 for 23, one touchdown. The dude was running for his life back there, and I get why. Man, you had your healthiest offseason ever. You started in the preseason, you got warmed up, and you walked into week one. People hope again that like strong, and you almost lost to the Browns, bud. You got bailed out by the Browns kicker, bud, guy. What are you doing? And you know what? If he played a little better, then I would have lost to our supposed worst team in the league, and maybe that would change things. So that's our bed shitter of the week, which brings us to our big guy of the week. Which, you know what? Big guy of the week? Easy as hell. It's Derrick Henry. Look at him. Look at the fucking guy. 169 yards. That's like probably more yards. Actually, that is more yards than Joe Burrow threw. So, I mean, that kind of sums it up. Derrick Henry is just that much better.
Have you
He's
ever
our
seen
big guy.
the stat that Derrick Henry has still not eclipsed the amount of rushing yards he had in his high school career?
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh, yeah, because I heard he used to run like 50 times a game in a high school game.
He had like 9,000 career rushing yards in high school. That's like
Dude,
it breaks down to like 250 yards a game running. It's kind of stupid.
Well, yeah,
But,
imagine defending him. It's awful.
I couldn't. Fun fact: Joe Burrow had the 29th worst yards thrown this week.
Wow. That's some real bed shitter material. Who
Um,
did worse?
I don't have that stat. ESPN only gives me so much information.
That makes
Um,
sense.
Derrick Henry ran 169 yards. Tyler, how fast do you think you could run 169 yards?
I think I'd probably make it about 120 and then lie down and take a nap.
Nice. I think I could run it in 4.63 seconds. Almost as fast as my 40-yard dash, but not quite.
Almost. Oh,
Yeah, it'll
all
take you
right.
just a little bit,
Oh
a
yeah,
little bit
that's the
longer.
bed shitter. That's the big man. And now there's one more thing that we want to because this episode is already long as hell.
It's our longest episode ever. I checked. We
Great.
just passed it about a minute ago. Woo!
Breaking records all over the place.
Achievements!
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys ready for when we do our
Oh, you're wrong one.
24-hour episode?
You know, it's around this time that I feel like it's kind of funny for me to say, like, this is water. I filled this bottle with water. This is my, like, only sober episode, and it's the longest, least organized.
I didn't have beer, so I made a cocktail for this episode.
That's lovely. Tyler's sick.
Yeah, I've been sick, so I'm drinking.
Or neither of you
Tyler-
guys drinking? What the fuck?
No.
I literally made a drink because I was like, oh
I'm
shit, I
ill.
have nothing to drink.
I know. I didn't have anything. I haven't had.
That's so messed up.
Dude, I know. All right, the last thing that we're gonna announce that we're not even gonna do it this week. We'll start next week. But just so y'all know,
Let's do it.
we're doing it. All right. We decided to do a pick'em this year. So each week the guest will represent the rest of the league in a pick'em contest throughout the year of just a usual pick a team to win. In the next week, you can't pick that team again, and we will see who does the best by the end of the year. This is kind of taking on Tyler and I's past thing of choosing the upset of the week.
So wait, what am I doing?
I guess Tyler wants to start now. So I guess, Tyler, do we have to start now? We could start next week.
No, we can start next week.
Yeah. So Jordan, you have to bring this to the rest of the league and figure out who's going to be the guest once we figure that out. And you guys have to decide on your pick for the pick'em next week.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's all, everybody. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. So fun.
Oh yeah, thanks, Jordan. It was a pleasure having you. Great guest.
Thank you, Jordan. To everyone that made it this far in the episode, I commend Scholar and dude, get pumped for and everyone individually text Gabe telling him he's a He has to chug a bottle of hot sauce.
Um, really quickly, because I still haven't seen the video. Can you post the
Oh,
dance
Yeah, it's
for
yeah.
the
coming
draft?
to the YouTube soon. Probably before
It
this
You don't
episode
have it.
even.
I don't think you guys have it.
I don't have
Someone
it. I
has
haven't
it.
seen it.
I I
Josh, you don't
so
have it.
okay, I
You need
had it. I had it for a moment.
yeah, add the
I
keyword.
had it. I had to factory reset my. Uh, Steve has it. He sent it to me. It was in my messages. Had to factory reset the phone. Lost all my messages.
Does Steve still have it?
Steve
You
still
have
has it. Of
it?
course, he still has it. I don't have it though. I locked myself out of my phone. You see, I forgot my password.
So,
How?
so as Steve, also I fully back that. When I've done that not once in a day, but twice in a day. Um, so I back it.
Thank you. I appreciate that because
You're
I
good.
felt pretty silly. I was going golfing with my coworkers after work, and I was like, "All right, I don't have maps. I need to follow you to the golf course." That was fun. It was a nice time.
When I started my new job a while ago at this point, I really knew it at this moment.
Yeah,
They made me change my phone password to a 4-digit code to an 8-digit code because of the information I now have on my phone. And then I reset my phone's password, and then I immediately forgot it. And then I had a factory reset, and then I reset my password, and then I immediately forgot it again. So I had a factory reset my phone twice in a day. It was an absolute nightmare.
damn. That is exactly. I just got a yeah, I got the notification of like, "Hey, you need to reset your password." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a pattern this time." Did my little pattern, and then went to log into my phone, and it was not the pattern I thought it was, and yeah, had to factory reset. And then, but because I factory reset, I put it back to my old pin. And 6 months from now, I guess it might happen again. We'll see.
Loopholes.
It ha it happens.
So ask Steve for the video.
Ask
Have a
Steve for the
great
video.
night,
Steve,
everybody. Or day. Whatever time you're watching
yep,
this.
yep. Have a great week, everybody. And as always, to my guy Victor, set your fucking lineup. Good night.